Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading for September 2020. This is going to be for Taurus Sun, Moon, or Rising. I think just don't question why you're here. If you're here, you're just meant to be, no matter what brought you. It's going to be the title, it might be the time. There's many different things that kind of grab your attention that push you towards a certain reading. So, I think just don't question it. Doesn't matter what house, if you have Taurus in a certain house, whatever brought you, it was meant to. So, we're going to go ahead. I'm not going to talk a lot. We're going to just take a moment, calm our minds. We're going to go ahead and release the outcome. Certainly, look for signs of confirmation, things that stick out, things that I say, numbers, colors. But just trust your intuition. Okay, let's begin. I feel like it's kind of echoing here today for some reason. I think my chair is up too high. Okay. So we have a full moon in Pisces tomorrow. Today is September 1st. Tomorrow we have the full moon in Pisces. Pisces full moon. So that can leave us in a little bit of an emotional state. Probably feeling a little bit of push and pull type energy. Okay, so we open up with the Devil card of Capricorn. We have the Princess of Swords. We have the Five of Swords. And we have the Seven of Cups. It almost feels like someone's cutting, like this princess is cutting, using her sword to cut some ties. And it feels like, she's moving on from a certain area, certain people, that type of thing, and maybe multiple things. But I feel like, I'm cutting the ties that held me, and I'm now in some type of change, especially with the 5 right there, right? But with the 7 of Cups, it can be, uncertainty. Like, I don't know which direction to go, though I know I'm going. Whether you're physically doing something, or this is like, letting go of things that just felt like they held you, maybe held you down, held you back, that type of thing. It's kind of like someone's really getting their voice now. They're speaking out more than normal. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Hangman. Well, coming under the Devil, that could certainly be the energy that I was feeling of, like, something holding you back, right? Something's been holding you back, I feel like. But I feel like you're definitely cutting those ties. And the Hangman, we put ourselves in the Hangman position. And, when is the time to move from the Hangman? Well, only you know that. Only you know. But I feel like, you are, if nothing else, when you're in the Hangman position, you're picking up wisdom. You're asking the questions of what would be best for me? What should I do? You're seeking, and you receive it in the Hangman. So, because ultimately it's an awareness. Okay, they're all in reverse, so I'm not going to leave them that way. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Some of you are leaving the homestead. We have the Empress. And look at this. Wow, we have the Emperor. Side by side. Connected to this 10 of Pentacles. Some of you, this is the energy you're waiting for. And, you know, this may be, again, cutting ties with someone because, you know, within the Empress and the Emperor together like this with the Ten of Pentacles, as their rooting energy, this is real strength. This is real power within this relationship. You know, these are two people who, you know, have taken the time to build these pentacles to make a foundation solid. And I feel for the majority of you, you know, I feel like there may be someone in mind, you may have someone in mind who you feel is your emperor to your empress. Because I definitely feel like, you know, I'm speaking up about it and speaking out about it. And the reason why I'm doing that is because that way I can let go of and leave, if need be, whatever toxins, you know, wherever they're coming from. With the 7 right there, 7 of Cups, it could be multiple places. We'll see. It's weird. I don't know why I'm shuffling the cards like that. We have the King of Wands. So, by the way, we have the energy of Taurus, we have the energy of Capricorn, we have the energy of Aries, then we have fire, we have swords. I feel like for some of you, you're either giving or receiving like a message that someone has, I feel like, left another. I almost feel like this King of Wands down here is waiting for you to announce, for some of you, that you have left something or someone else, probably, you know, partner who just doesn't feel like a partner anymore, that type of thing. And here's the movement, 6 of Swords. Look at that, Ace of Swords coming under the Empress, and she has the 5 of Swords above her. So, you know, to me, this talks a little bit about the Empress's journey. You know, her last, and I feel like the Empress is you, or you're the Emperor, you're one or the other. I feel like you're more the Empress here. And I feel like this is about, you know, the trip that you've been on lately. Let's just say, feels like it's been more of a mental type energy, you know, with emotion mixed in, but more like in my head type of energy. But I feel like, you know, as I also feel you're the Hangman, this is you seeking the wisdom to make the right choice, you know, to like literally make the right choice of whether you should leave, whether you should go to another. And ultimately, I feel like the Hangman will have that awareness because there's a lot of strong energy around it. All right, we got the Prince of Swords under the Emperor. And with him is the Chariot. Look at that. So, this is very fast moving energy. And it's interesting that this energy is coming in together. Like one is going this way and one is going this way. And I feel like at the Ace of Swords is where they meet, come together. But it looks like 2 separate trips, 2 separate journeys. Each had to be made by the individual. You know, you and someone else had to make your individual journeys. But I feel ultimately, through the Ace of Swords, is like, I don't know, it feels good. Like wow, look, you know, we meet here, we meet. Okay. We have the Princess of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So we have a lot of fire energy in your reading. You know, that's passion, movement. Trying to think with your last reading, because I feel like you're moving out of mental energy. You know, your recent, now that can be recent year, recent 3 years, but I feel like it's been a mental battle. Nonetheless, you win. You win it. You know, if you want to, you win. Okay. Alright, let's start up at the beginning. You know, for some of you, you may be telling someone goodbye because you have met someone or you feel the energy of someone that you feel is, you know, again, who you're meant to be with. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles, so potentially Taurus, another Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Six of Wands, beautiful Six of Wands coming over the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords is when, you know, I gotta go, I gotta leave, I gotta, you know. Six of Wands is about victory, and, you know, it feels like in the Six of Wands, like things are in your favor again, things turn into your, you know, in your favor again. Some of you, this King of Pentacles, this might be who you're communicating with. Some of you, this may be some type of collaboration. Maybe that was meant to come together. Excuse me. Meant to come together, but I feel like something gets in the way of it. So, you know, maybe it wouldn't have been all that I thought it was going to be anyway. I feel like, though I feel like initially it feels like a loss. Ultimately, I feel like it's a win. It's funny how I keep saying you win, you lose. I didn't say you lose yet. We have the Two of Wands coming over the Seven of Cups, which makes perfect sense, right? It's Two of Wands. You know, I am asking the question, so to speak, but I feel like in the Two of Wands, I'm raring to go. Like I'm raring to go. I'm raring to start this next journey. Truly is what I feel, and you know, that Six of Wands moving into that over the Seven of Cups, it could certainly talk about, you know, where I had like a hard time making decisions. It starts, you know, maybe the Hangman starts turning around and you start having these awarenesses and it becomes easier to see your way. Oh, look at that, the Empress. For some of you, this may be, you know, you're wondering whether to have a baby or not, and I feel like ultimately you do. But, you know, I just feel like that's kind of what you're questioning. So we have the Empress above the Emperor, and we have the Empress beside the Emperor. So I do feel like for some of you, this is a like a soulmate tie to someone. I shouldn't say tie. I don't think that's the right word. It's a connection. That just kind of feels undeniable, like, and I feel like the Emperor here, this feels like someone that I was probably with before. And, maybe the Five of Swords is about walking away from this person before, because I feel like, we have the Emperor going into the Prince of Wands, and I feel like this is him, the Emperor, remembering who? Well, the Empress is at his head, so the Empress wondering, whether to perhaps take action, um, come back together. And I feel like the main thing is he feels like he's the one who's coming in with this energy, but like nervous, but still excited, at the potential, right? The potential. I feel like with the Chariot right here, his card of Cancer, by the way, that ultimately, I just feel like this is a, kind of like the divine feminine, the divine masculine type energy. I mean, I feel like someone balances you out. We have Justice. So some of you may be wondering whether to ask someone for a divorce. We have the Eight of Pentacles. There may be some of you who are beginning to collaborate with someone. And I feel like, I feel like, this is something like in your mind that you've been working on. And, I feel like you've been keeping your focus upon something. But yet I feel like there's a collaboration out there for you. And I do feel like it's through similar energy of yours, like really similar energy of yours, with each moving part having its own place, so to speak. Like like what if I'm speaking about something, my part is just as important as the other parts. Kind of like we balance each other out again. Wow. And it feels like some of you, Justice is representing a karmic cycle that you were on, and it may like kind of force you to see things, like see the truth of the matter, and that can be hard, that can be difficult. However, ultimately, what does it do? It moves you into like Empress energy. I understand the journey that I've been on, and therefore, because I understand it, I can learn from it. I gain wisdom. Um, and what are you supposed to do with your wisdom? You spread it, right? Whether it just be to one person or to many. So anyway, I feel like now you're moving into periods of action and like soul-minded people. Interesting. Some of you, could certainly talk about job loss and what you do next, right? The Eight of Pentacles is where you're creating, right? You're really learning something, even if you feel like, I know a lot, but then you want to make a business out of it. So I feel like there's still learning, but also creating, maybe creating out of your home. And it just kind of feels like, what needs to be there for you will be there for you in one way or another. I feel like almost like universal support for you. Eight is about the beginning. Three of Cups over the Empress. I feel like as I let go of certain things or people. I feel like what it does is it's like moves you out of that mental energy more into the cup and the fire energy, which feels really passionate, by the way. And for some of you, I feel like it's because there is, your emperor is out there, your empress is out there. Um, and if you don't know this person, though, I do feel like most of you do. You may find that for a few of you, they work in exactly what it is you are moving into. So, they may be a source of inspiration, but I feel like it moves past that. We have the Princess of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Well, the Princess of Cups is someone who's receiving an offer. So maybe I have this backwards. Maybe it's the Empress who is about to come into communication with the Emperor. Perhaps it's her who, and I'm just saying her, but who is bringing forward, this offer. Um, and ultimately, I feel like if you're trying to sell yourself in any way, I feel like this is the time because people are seeing things your way. They're understanding your perspective. And it feels like both in money and in life. So, that's all a benefit to you. Anyways, I feel like, perhaps I did get it wrong, and it's the Empress who is now pursuing the Emperor, who's bringing in communication in some form. And I feel like, I'm just looking at this Prince of Wands and how fast he's moving, right? I feel like with this ace coming over the Emperor, if this is communication, look, I just realized they both have an ace attached to them, an ace of swords attached to them. Interesting. So, anyway, I feel like this Emperor would take this call, and what it would do is like, it feels like it would stop him in his tracks and turn his energy. No matter what was going on in his life, I feel like it'd be like, and now focused on you. So I feel like very open to this if this is what you want to do. And it can go either way. And I know it is going to go both ways. But nonetheless, I feel like this is someone's very open to a potential, right? The potential maybe of a relationship, of a collaboration, that type of thing. But it's definitely in higher type energy. And again, I feel like soulmate energy. To say I've been seeing threes a lot this month, and you have right here 33. And then you have the Empress who is 3 going into the Emperor who is 4. So you have immediate progression forward. We have the Hierophant. And I was just thinking for some of you, this Emperor, um, he could certainly be, it could be him who's attached to someone and receives communication from you in some way and kind of sets him on a new track. And I feel like I do feel like for some he has, there are elements he has to cut, um, to move forward with you. But ultimately, I feel like he must, because I feel like his mind is like completely focused on you. My leg just fell asleep. Look at this. We have the Four of Wands. So some of you are leaving a marriage, and some of you are heading towards a marriage. You know, you may have left a marriage, and you're still heading towards a marriage. Especially when it's coming, you know, it's touching the Ten of Pentacles there, too. But some of you, I do feel like you're leaving, you know, you're leaving this connection, or the Empress leaving this connection, but ultimately heading towards what feels like once was karmic. Now I can, you know, I feel different. I feel, you know, you feel like you're going with the universe instead of against it. Four of Wands is pointing, like the way it's laid on the table, it's pointing up to the Ace of Swords, and the Princess of Cups. I feel like for a few of you, and by the way, there's a Hierophant, right? Card of Taurus. But I feel like for a few of you, you may have thought about contacting someone, and maybe you don't because you know you have a little fear about it. I feel like you got to take a chance here. Yes, it could go horribly wrong. Um, However, it could also go right, and that's what I feel like. It could go right. Hierophant's looking back. We have the Six of Pentacles coming over the Ace of Swords, which is beautiful. The Six of Pentacles is about, it's a very balanced energy. You know, it is 3 and 3 is 6. But it's a very balanced type energy. It's a very it's a period where you know, I'm in my emotions, but also I have like this stability about me at the same time. Um, some of you, I feel like you are, you know, on your way to becoming, I don't know if I want to say financially sound. I kind of feel that, like financially sound, where, you know, you can take a breather. Um, but nonetheless, I feel like what you've been working towards is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And I feel like, you know, I feel like that energy, it feels like it's going with the universe. So it feels like it spreads very easily. Wheel of Fortune. Mm, mm, mm. And the Nine of Cups. Well, first of all, we have the wheel moving into the energy of the Nine of Cups. You know, this is where I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. You know, I'm seeing joy in the small things again. You know, life, it's, you know, it's an independent energy. It's a 9. It's an independent energy that, if a person chooses, moves into the Ten of Cups, right? Which is about then that partnership. And we have that here. Um, and we have very like-minded energy again, moving into the wheel, which is about destiny coming after an offer is received, like some type of communication. And I feel like, you know, what does this do? Well, boom, it feels like the Nine of Cups is like your fireworks. Because we have the Chariot under that. So I don't feel like I'm staying in this Nine of Cups energy for long. I'm probably moving quickly into the 10 with the Chariot as its energy. And again, I feel like some type of balance again might be like divine masculine, divine feminine type energy. But that can be not just love. That can be work. It could be people I meet along the way who in some way inspire me or influence me to begin something, to create something. Um, you know, I feel like if you look for the signs, you see the signs of how you're being helped, where maybe you don't feel like you are. Anyway, I feel like you're moving into a time period where you can clearly see that. You know, like when a soul family member comes along your path and helps you in some way, I think you're going to just recognize it. And I feel like some of you with the hangman and justice over it, this is about you're taking the time to examine, um, what is right, what is wrong. And I feel like on all avenues, I'm looking at that three and it's a circle. Like there's no corner to get stuck in. It's all, right? All the energy. Um, and why? So that I can balance it, so I can ultimately learn from it, so I can grow from it, especially the Hierophant right underneath it, right? So I can grow. This is about, sometimes asking myself, what are my beliefs? And, how have I changed them due to other people? Getting back to you type of energy. So, which would only make sense because, with the Empress and the Emperor, ultimate, I feel like they're the ultimate couple. Um, both having traveled their own roads, their own journeys of highs and lows and highs and lows, right? But they have taken the time within the hangman, seek the wisdom, and received it. And hence why I feel like here's the will. Here is the will. Here is your destiny. Maybe this is for all your troubles. Here is one hell of a relationship type thing. Anyway, do I want to ask anything else? I think I'm going to take a card up in this King of Pentacles. Because as I look down, he's attached to the Eight of Pentacles and then the Four of Wands. So, for some of you, I feel like, he's here to collaborate with. And let's talk about the King of Pentacles. If I'm collaborating with him, what does he bring to the table? Well, he brings a broad perspective. He sees the big picture. That's like his, he's like the eagle eye, so to speak, within this collaboration. Someone else is going to come to the table and be like the Queen of Pentacles, right, who sees the details that other people miss. That can be the King of Pentacles misses it because he's only looking at the big picture, where the Queen of Pentacles comes in and she's reading between the lines. And, yeah, we have the Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Hangman. So he's attached to that Hangman. I almost feel like this King of Pentacles probably got like laid off from work, from a job. And I feel like, kind of stuck in the house due to this coronavirus and was feeling like antsy and bored and what have you. And I feel like eventually it moved him into the energy of creating something, probably creating a business. And I feel like it's out of his home. Definitely feel like it's out of his home. And I feel like, what is he talking about? Well, I feel like he's talking about how to get through struggle. And he may bring something unique to the table, but I feel like he's talking about how to get through struggle in some way. And he's able to do this based on his own journey, his own experiences, and what has made him stronger, right? But still haven't gone through it. Having to have the realization of, all I can do. So anyways, I don't know how that connects to you unless this is something online where, you do some kind of collaboration. I don't know. I'm going to not put any judgment on it. So I feel like this is very strong for a lot of you. Like a little peek into his life. Okay, don't want to look at anything else. Let's look at the Four of Wands down here. And let's determine if this is yet to come, which I do feel like it is, even though I also feel like it's some of the past. I know that's confusing. But some of you, you know, you're the person who is moving on, so to speak, making the changes. Some of you, this is simply about saying, like, even if you're afraid, reach out and make that call. If you've been asking yourself that, should I or shouldn't I? Should I reach out and communicate in some way? I feel like it, because I feel like it's really received well. Eight of Wands. I don't know what I was looking at. Oh, I was looking at the Four of Wands. You know, first of all, the Eight of Wands to me is energy of what I think about, I bring about. Can be manifesting quickly type energy. And I say quickly because it talks about being chaotic energy. But nonetheless, I feel like, you know, it's like what I give is what I receive. What I give is what I receive. And it comes back to me quickly. In a good way. So, and for some of you, just talking about how quickly I feel like, because I feel that over here with this Emperor, when he receives this communication or offer, not really an offer, but, you know, I feel like it stops him in his tracks and it moves him now towards you. Or it's the other way around. But nonetheless, we end this reading with the Wheel and the Nine of Cups, with the Chariot under that. So the Nine of Cups is great energy to be in. And even if I have to wait in that energy for a little while, it's a great energy to wait in. It's when I'm really feeling good. You know, and maybe because finally that the Hangman has the awareness that he needs to step into motion. So I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know. Let me know through the comments what you think. You know, how it fits with you. I love reading that. You know, it helps me mentally to tie it all together too. So I love you guys. Thank you for the beautiful support of my channel. I truly, truly appreciate it. I know times are hard, and you know, we just all need to get creative and try to get through this time period. But I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay happy. And, you know, go after what it is that you feel like is in your heart, because I feel like ultimately you receive it. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.